right, guys. I love it, man. So much fun. Fun. All right, so, what's funny is it was pretty close to this time last year, when the airplane mode shenanigans was going on. And now this year we have new shenanigans burst mode. Now, I raised my eyebrow when I saw them tweet this out last night. Their burst mode social media campaign. Well, here, let me cut to the chase. No, this is the airplane mode one right here. All right, so Dokkan just drops this right here, okay? Improper behavior that raises character stats in burst mode, okay? An issue has been found where the stats of a friend character has been raised due to actions that violate the terms of service. Please be aware the accounts of any users found conducting improper behavior by exploiting the issue may be suspended due to violating the terms of service. Once the account has been suspended, the user, won't be able to play. They're banned. Check the terms of service and enjoy the game while following the rules. And then for the ongoing burst mode, we plan to invalidate scores using the friend character with raised stats. Now, let me start this out by saying the only thing that they are going to do here is that they are going to do this. They're just going to clear scores of people who did this. I told you guys several times that it was impossible on JP, actually, to get the highest score, which global players were able to do, right? You could, with the, friend KAIOKEN GOKU, we're going to go over everything, right? Don't worry. But with the friend KAIOKEN GOKU, who is able to get infinite stats, he's, the strongest character ever, essentially, in the game. You could easily win and get a perfect score, right? So they're going to clear that away. That's not the biggest issue, right? Again, I'll point this out. I did a bunch of different runs, right? With a full Earthling physical team, a tech full power team, STR full power team, right? Like, it's really not that bad doing burst mode, especially if you use the Earthling strategy, right? Which is just, like, basically all free-to-play characters. So, not really too bad. So it's like you guys will have to redo the scores if you only just use the friend KAIOKEN GOKU to nuke it out of the way. But, I mean, if we break this down, I'm not a fan of the language being as harsh as it is. Because, see, like, right here. Issues been found, stats of a friend character has been raised due to actions violating terms of service. No. That is blatantly wrong. The issue is not players violating terms of service. It is y'all messing up with the KAIOKEN GOKU being ridiculously way too strong, right? This, I think, is just like, I don't know, scare tactics, fear-mongering, right? Like, they don't want people to mod the game. They don't want people doing, nonsense, stuff like that. Sure, I get it. I'm really just not a fan of this line right here. Okay. Yeah, like, it's like, no. I just don't like this, right? Like, they're implying that it's our fault, right? That this KAIOKEN GOKU exists. No one was hacking him in, modding him in. Again, that's y'all making a blunder, right? And not catching it. And people going crazy about it. And then now, here we are, over 24 hours later, they finally address it. So this came out, right? And again, I thought it was kind of weird when this was right here. This, to me, is very strange. They do this social media campaign, right? Goal 2K posts, right? Show us your team in which you destroyed it, right? Would you guys like to take a look at the replies? Let's take a look. Okay, so here's Jordan, head mod, over here on the Truth DT channel. Sure, he did a legit run, fine. But then we just scroll through, and most people, you know what they did? They used this KAIOKEN GOKU. So, I mean, it's almost like they just, the little intern, like, logs into the computer, and it's like, oh my god, everyone modded it. What is this? It's like, no, that's not what happened. It's, y'all have this, like, ridiculously OP KAIOKEN GOKU on the list right there, and he is the issue. So, it's like, as soon as, like, seeing that they have this big campaign, I figured that the possibility of the scores being wiped away, is actually going to be, like, fairly, like, possible. Like, that just became very obvious to me. So, again, I don't think they're going to do anything here. I do think that this is mostly just sort of, them, I don't know, I guess trying to slap people and be like, oh, naughty, naughty. Now, the airplane mode stuff, right, is actually, like, way worse. Way worse. Because that was still something that I was always saying people are not going to be banned for. I don't think people deserve to be banned or needed to be banned. But, like, certainly that is something that was actually worse than this, right? So, like, right here I tweeted out, right, like, again, I'm not a fan of how harsh some of this language was, but no one is going to be banned for this. And it's going to be like the airplane mode stuff, right? Where, people still meme about it here and there, like today, like now. Like I've seen a couple of tweets about it recently, right? Like, oh, the airplane mode ban wave is coming in, right? That was a little bit more of kind of like an exploit, but it's not like people are actually like hacking the game or anything like that, right? That was just like sort of messing with like your data and your network and stuff like that, and it was just like an issue with Dokkan itself, right? This is even less of a thing, where it's this KAIOKEN GOKU was just sitting in there on everyone's friends list. So they cannot ban, because little Timmy out there, right, 9-year-old who loves Dokkan, just does the mode one time, accidentally uses the KAIOKEN GOKU, clears it with an amazing score, and doesn't even realize what happened, right? They're not going to ban. Now this does remind me of last year. I'm curious. Let's take a look at the language that is used last year. Okay. So this is kind of like, okay, here we go. So this is the first thing, and then they sort of like added to it later. We'll come back. Okay, the following issue's been found. Character stats will be increased if certain actions are performed in battle. Again, that was the airplane mode glitch, which was, again, sort of like turning off your internet and going back in, and then like doing that over and over and over, which would cause your stats to like multiply. Issue will be fixed in the future. In-game announcement will be updated when the issue is fixed. Countless many users found conducted by explaining this issue may be suspended without notice due to having violated terms of service. That's the same. That's this. Yeah. Okay. And then this is exactly the same. So it's like the only thing that's different. So it's like this, right? So like starting from here, if we take a look right here, this is all just copy paste, right? Like they just copy pasted this. They added in that they're gonna, scrub those scores. I mean, that's not really a big deal, whatever. Not a big problem. And especially if they've got a social media campaign going on, of course they're gonna actually do that. But I still just don't like this, like, placing the blame on the player base. Nah, dude, like, stop that. That's stupid. It's ridiculous. Well, let me see what they say at the top. So this is after it's fixed. Thank you for your support. Issue's been fixed. Some users were conducting improper behavior by exploiting the issue. Measures. Please be aware that measures might be taken. Did they ever get taken? No, because it would be ridiculous and absurd, and they're not going to do that to anybody. No one is getting banned for the airplane mode stuff. No one is getting banned for this, right? They'll ban if you're actually modifying, like, game data and stuff like that, right? If you're modding World Tournament and stuff. They're not banning for this type of stuff, and it's just really this right here. I do take exception to this. They shouldn't be. I don't know. I feel like that's bad. I pulled this up too. This is just tweets from last year. Well, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Which accounts are cheated, and for the accounts who use this methods may receive a separate message in the news. Never happened, right? Oh, what's funny is that actually. So this, like, the accounts that cheated may receive a separate message in the news. That actually did happen years ago. There was a huge thing where people had discovered how to dupe the gift box. So people just had infinite amounts of stones in their gift box. Actually infinite, right? And for that ban wave back then, they did actually, whatchamacallit, they did do that, right? It's like they put a notice in the news telling everyone about it, and then accounts that have been flagged got a separate notice saying, yeah, you're going to be banned. And then what's weird about it is then a couple of weeks later, they did ban those accounts. Strange that they waited like that. A very, very odd decision, I would say. This ended up being true. Yeah, this will hang out everyone's heads for a while. No one will be banned, and that's exactly what happened, right? People never got banned. Yeah. Yep. Boom. This guy's a hole. Here we go. Fear-mongering's a hole. But yeah, no one was ever banned for the airplane mode stuff. And I could say, hey, Vegeta's up. And I could tell you guys for sure that no one is getting banned with this KAIOKEN GOKU stuff. Right? Like, y'all did not do anything wrong. You did not change and modify the game. This was a mistake on Dokkan's end. Again, I'm not a fan of their language being as harsh as it is, but whatever. Because, you know, if they would ban over something stupid like this, they would be hurting the game, right? And the thing is that so many people use that KAIOKEN GOKU who aren't in this community, who don't know, you know, about all this stuff, who didn't know about airplane mode, who might not even be too aware of JP Dokkan and stuff like that. Super casual players would probably have accidentally used that KAIOKEN GOKU because he was on the friends list for everybody, right? So, you know, kind of weird, I would say. You know, you know what's interesting about it now that I'm thinking though? So the way that KAIOKEN GOKU was, again, a dev friend, right? That's kind of the term that's stuck. What it is it's, so like, for example, I beat Cell Max with Yamcha, right? I use a Yamcha team. Because I beat Cell Max, my run was, you know, sort of on the leaderboards. Just like it was a cleared run that is just sort of like on the leaderboards or whatever. And so some people actually got my Yamcha as a dev friend because I had cleared the stage. So what these dev friends are clearing the event, right, with that character, and then that character will pop up sometimes for people. Could maybe that KAIOKEN GOKU was someone who actually modded, beat it, and then because of this new dev system this system they created, that character was then popping up for other people? Could that be it? I mean, they still can't ban people that use that character. That's their own fault, right? Like, they never implemented safety net on global. They did on JP, but they didn't do it on global. That's your own fucking fault, Dokkan. Like, maybe you should do that, right? Maybe you should follow through and do the same thing you did on JP, and then these issues might not pop up on Global Dokkan. That could be it. That might be what happened. Someone actually cleared it with a hacked modded version, and then that's why. That's so crazy to me that could be what it is. They don't put safety net on Global Dokkan. Someone like mega mods it, and then that hacked friend shows up for other people because of the new system that Dokkan put in the game. That would be so funny. Okay. Well, I mean, if they add safety net to global now, you could blame the one guy that decided to do that, right? So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Again, I'm putting this video out. I will slam my fist on the table and say no one is getting banned. Except for maybe the guy. If that theory of mine is true, maybe that guy will get banned. But let me know what you guys think. No worries. You're not losing your accounts. This is a Dokkan L for sure, not on y'all. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.